What's good, YouTube? This your boy Tim Tarantino, and you are now tuned in to TimmiTHD. NBA 2K17, that's right, I said it. NBA 2K17 is only a month and a half away. Shit, not even by the time you see this. Definitely can't wait. We all excited for it. So sick of playing 2K16. In my honest opinion, 2K16 had the worst gameplay out of almost any 2K in the last 5 years. It was just broken all around. Wasn't really fluid like we're used to seeing in 2K. This right here is simply a gameplay wish list that I want for NBA 2K17 that will make it a lot better game in my opinion. First and foremost, layups and lack thereof. Layups should not be missing. I am an NBA player. I get paid millions of dollars as my virtual player. These are the best athletes in the world. There is no reason that they shouldn't be making layups. They're the most simple thing to make inside the game, and more than often, NBA 2K16 fails this, and you got people like LeBron James missing layups. You got strong finishers missing layups. Also, with that being said, the spin layups. Like, halfway through the year, a lot of people was cheesing with the spin layup, and 2K just decided to nerf it. No matter if you had bronze, silver, gold, spin layup king, or whatever you had, you just couldn't do the move no more. Now, in my honest opinion, don't take away my weapons because you have a broken game. You know, there's some type of fix that can be made, but spin layups you should be able to make yourself. Better passing. Better passing. People complain all the time about the passing system within 2K. I don't know what needs to be done, but something has to be more accurate than what they have now as far as the passing system. Also, a big thing that I don't like about the passing system is the fact that you're in the NBA once again and you can't throw a full court pass. Now, granted, we don't want people, throwing Randy Moss street routes down the court, to the players. But at the end of the day, I'm in the NBA. Why? It's a standard pass that NBA players make all the time. Even if it's just break starter you have to make that pass. Let me make a full court pass or something. Defense, or lack thereof. 2K spends all of its time refining this game year after year after year and adding stupid dribbles and different stuff that people can't do, and that's not really adding to the game, but yet they tend to neglect the defensive portion of their game consistently. Now, I will give them credit because I love blocks in this game. I love blocks. And rebounding is very good, very accurate. You can get a good amount of blocks if you're playing good defense, and you can get a good amount of rebounds if you have proper rebounding technique. But what they fail to do is, if I'm pressing the L2 button or the L trigger bumper on Xbox One, even though I don't play that, but if I'm pressing this should be my dedicated defensive assist button, to whereas I can stop the man in front of me. Now, I want to actually feel people like LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard or Tony Allen and have them make an impact of the game like the superstars should. Defense is just as important as offense in basketball, so we need a better system for our defensive players, and I want to feel that defense in the game. So, and also, the players just like, they move out of the hole when, there's somebody going and cutting to the lane. They'll scoot over and let somebody go straight down the middle. They won't fucking catch the people that they're supposed to go to on fast breaks and 3-on-3 situations down the court. That can be improved. And they don't close out on their actual man on defense without having to make some type of adjustments within the sliders, or not sliders, but the adjustments menu. But even then still, it's like a struggle to have your man stay and stick on their person without playing any help defense at all. It just needs to be better AI on the defensive portion. Post defense. Post defense needs to be improved dramatically. there is no safe zone in the post. You can't press turbo. You can't press the defensive assist button or L2. You can't press triangle. You can't even put your hands up. They're going to get you a foul no matter what if you don't play defense. And the best thing you can do is to let somebody just go to the hole or risk getting a foul. Now, I understand that the NBA is a touchy-feely game nowadays, but damn it, this is a video game, and don't give me cheap fouls for playing defense, or give me some type of way to know if I'm going to get a foul with this defensive possession. Don't just make me give people bailout calls and cheap fouls. That's very annoying, and it's not something that I like inside the game. Badges. Badges, badges, badges. Now, this is my problem with the badge system. 2K16 is non-existent. So for 2K17, I would like for the badges to have more of an impact on the players. Definitely bring back finisher, because this relentless finisher is just garbage. And I want to feel it. If I have a gold anything, I should damn near be unstoppable in a game. I don't care about cheese this, cheese that. The only thing that should be able to stop it is if you have a corresponding gold badge locked down inside the paint or locked down defender in the perimeter. So that's the only thing that should be preventing you as the gold player from pretty much wrecking havoc and doing what you want to do. You work all year to get those badges, and then they don't even really have that much of an effect on your my player or, you know, the NBA superstars that you're playing with. I want to feel those badges again. Another thing, I think that they should actually go back to the old system. Don't have every badge for every player. That makes different people who they are. Like, I understand a lot of people can do a lot of different things, but there's no need really for like 80 badges in the game. You know, I don't want 80 badges in the game. Just give me the main thing that these superstars do well and then cut it from there. Technical fouls / ejections. Technical fouls, and more importantly, ejections. You know, you have all these personality badges and it doesn't mean anything. I want to see your players get techs. Now, granted, it's kind of like, you know, Madden and flags. When you get a flag in Madden, you may not like it, but I'd rather see players that's hot-headed, me kind of, you know, wondering, hey, should I draft this player, or should I put this player on my team and trade for him because he's a hothead and he might leave? I want to see that have more of an effect inside the actual game. So if I have somebody like DeMarcus Cousins or Draymond Green who are very hyped up and are prone to get technicals, I want for them, if they're having a bad game or getting too into it or a hard foul, that, you know, some type of way that they're prone to get a technical and you can stop it, or you have to do certain things to stop them from getting too into the game. And if you don't, then they could possibly get ejected. I would love to see that in the game. I understand that some players may not like that, taking out superstars in the game, but that's actually something realistic that happens all the time in the NBA. So I would like to see that happen. Shot release. I don't understand why 2K thought it was the best idea in the world to make 110 different shot releases for your my player. I feel like they need to go back to the standard shot release, a contested shot release, and that's all. I don't want to see a whole bunch of different shot releases. Also, with this off-balance shooting thing that they got, they need to tone it down a little bit so it doesn't be as sensitive. And even if you are off-balance, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to make some of these shots as an NBA player. It just doesn't make any type of sense. They need to just tone it down a little bit, get the shot releases together, and get the off-balance shots together, as well as green lights. As a player, reward me for being a good player. It's already hard enough to shoot sometimes on the game, and if I get a green light, I don't want any room for mistakes as far as missing. It's just stupid. It doesn't make sense. What's the point of a green light? If I get a green light, I want to make the basket. With that being said, with the shot releases also, why can't people make more than 3 threes or 2 threes in a row on NBA 2K16? In 2K17, people get hot all the time in the real NBA, so I want to be able to make a bunch of 3-pointers in a row. I don't care how many. If I got a good shot and I'm a good player, I should be able to actually hit those shots. There shouldn't be anything holding me back from making those shots. Post moves. I want to see post moves get simplified. I don't know if you guys ever been inside the settings of NBA 2K, but basically you can change the configuration of your analog stick to be something called absolute, which means that no matter where you press it, it will always be not relative to the camera, but down is down, up is up, left is left, right is right. I don't want the whole controller scheme to be that, but for the post move specifically, I feel like they should just simplify it to something easy. If you do pull back on the stick, no matter where you are in the paint, you should be able to do a fadeaway. That's it. I don't care if you're on the left side, right side, whatever. If you pull back on the stick, you're doing a fadeaway. If you push up on the stick, you should do some type of hook shot in correspondence with that hand that you're flicking the stick up with. And if you press left or right, you should do some type of drop step or spin layup with your post player, and just make the joystick on that absolute. Substitutions. Substitutions are ridiculous in NBA 2K16. They already had a perfect system, in my opinion, in 2K15 and even 2K14. It seems like to me that they changed the substitution method simply just to make it whereas you'd have to call timeouts to actually do your subs. I would love for them to go back to a quicker substitution system, something more fluid that I can just easily just put my players in and insert them at any time. Alley-oops. They seem to have nerfed every alley-oop in the game for some reason in 2K. Granted, I understand that it was a alley-oop fest in 2K14 and even 15. It was a little too much at times, but don't take alley-oops completely out of the game, which it seems that they did, especially on fast breaks. I can understand if you got somebody under you when you're clogged the paint or, you know, doing some type of crazy angle. But if we're at a good angle, reward me for the alley-oop that I'm throwing. Let my boy go get it. You know, it's very common in the NBA to have alley-oops. You know, the Clippers, they built their whole offense over it. Loose ball mechanics. This is something that 2K has been terrible with historically throughout every game. I want to see hustle players actually being a valuable part of your team. I'd rather a million loose balls get saved than no loose balls get saved at all. Like, honestly, I want to see hustle out there. As a basketball player myself, hustling is what I pride myself on. So hustle is a big part of the game. I want to see loose ball animations. I want to see loose ball fights, like maybe a tap square, you know, a couple of times to see who saves the loose ball. And if nobody gets it or it cancels it out, the refs have to then make a decision who the ball went out on. I would love to see some better loose ball mechanics inside the game. Stealing. I actually want to see me be able to alter a game with my stealing and my defense. Reward me for having a great player. Let me make an impact in the game. It seems like the square button and just the regular steals don't work anymore, and that's very unfortunate because that's the type of player I am. I'm a defensive player. I like to get in the passing lanes. I like to cause havoc on defense and get steals and get fast break points. So I just like to see the stealing get tuned back up a little bit as far as just being able to press square sometimes and steal it. Also, adding on to that, when a big man has the ball, they should only be able to take like one dribble and get ripped. I don't care. Big men shouldn't be able to dribble all around the court with the ball. That's unheard of as far as in the NBA, big men doing that. That's hence why they give the ball up to the point guard, because they don't have that type of ball control. So I would love to see stealing come back inside the game. Dribbling. Last but not least, something that pretty much everybody wants is better dribbling and better dribbling mechanics. Everything with the dribbling kind of seemed off this year. It was either too stiff, or you had to do a size up before you actually did a move and could explode. I want to see fluid dribbling, and I want to see it with fluid movement in general with your basketball player, meaning that even if you're not doing a dribble, crossover, or some type of special move, that it's possible to get past your defender with just good angles, speed, and deceleration, and just basic basketball. If you play basketball, you know that you don't have to do a whole bunch of moves sometimes to get past people. All you have to do is be at the right angle, and you can actually get past somebody, or dribble the right way, and you can get past somebody. It shouldn't have to be all, oh, I have to do a size up move and then do a crossover and then do another move to counter that move. Like, just let me be fluid with the ball. So that's pretty much my list for what I want to see in 2K17. This is my gameplay. I do have other videos on this, not just gameplay, but Pro AM and career mode and so forth and so forth. So make sure you check that out. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw and what you heard and you agree, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And also, tell me what you think inside the comments, what you would like to see inside the gameplay, or what you would like to see taken out or added in. But this is TimmiTHD tuning out.